Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Libra for December 2013. This also applies if you have a Libra ascendant or a Libra moon. So my dear Librans, there's a lot happening this month, and the biggest event that's happening this month that's affecting you is that Mars, planet of energy and power and passion, goes into your sign and it stays there for 7 months. Now that's very unusual. Normally Mars stays in a sign for about a month, maybe 2 months at the most. So this is very unusual, and it's because Mars is going to be going retrograde from March until May of next year. But I'll cover that in future videos. So let me break down this month for you, which is going to involve a lot revolving around your relationships, your work, your home, your family, what you're learning, what you're studying, what you're doing with your mind. Because on the 3rd of December, we have a new moon in Sagittarius, playful Sagittarius moon. And it's going to fall here in your 3rd house, joining the sun together in your 3rd house of anything connected with communications. This will be a wonderful time to connect up with people in your neighbourhood. Maybe you don't know your neighbours or your people around you. Be a great time to do anything involving your community. Good time for taking short trips, for exploring around your area a little bit more. It's also very good for negotiating a new deal, for negotiating something, for coming up with agreements with other people. And with both sun and moon there, this is an opportunity to learn something new. You might decide you want to go on a short course and learn something, or you might want to teach something. It's also good for anything connected with the media, television, radio, writing, journalism, all of those things. Good opportunities in these areas for you at the time of this new moon, my dear Libras. And then so for the first week of the month, you may find that with Mars in this 12th house, your energy is a little bit restrained. You may be feeling a little bit subdued at times, or just as though you kind of like, can't quite get going. But don't worry, because what the best thing to use that for the first week of the month is for reflection, for thinking about what's happening in your life, for quietly taking some solitude out, for meditating, just taking some time out and not pushing. Because when Mars on the 7th of December goes into your 1st house, you're up and running, Libra. You're ready to rock and roll. You'll be able to be more assertive, because Libras, yes, you don't like conflict. You like to be popular. You don't like anybody to dislike you. We know that very well. But with Mars here coming into your sign, this is an opportunity to get what you want, to get what you need, to be more assertive, to push through certain barriers where you may have been afraid in the past. This is a wonderful time to really be heard, to be listened to. Maybe you've felt as though you've been ignored. Not with Mars in your sign, Libra. It also should give you a lot more energy. Feel like you've got some more get up and go, more vim and vigour, and really go with that, because this is a great position for Mars to have it in your 1st house. Now, I have to alert you that it can be a little bit argumentative. Not that Librans are necessarily argumentative, but you may need to bring something into the open to clear the air. And it might be a little unpleasant for a short period, but after that, things should be a whole lot better. Now on the 17th of December, we've got the full moon, opposite where we had the new moon on the 3rd. We've got the full moon happening in your 9th house. This is a wonderful time for planning travel, a trip, maybe a long distance trip. It's also a very good time for connecting with people from overseas. It's good for learning languages. It's also very good for publishing, if you want to publish something. And the full moon there as well will highlight your spirituality. What are you doing for your spiritual self, the soul part of you? the bit of you that wants to understand why you're here, what you're doing here, what's it all about. This full moon is going to shine a light on that. So you might decide to do a course on personal development, maybe on astrology, just something that will give you another perspective about what this life is all about. But this is an exciting new moon and full moon for you. It's a time of learning, of gaining more knowledge. And do remember, Libra, you're an air sign and knowledge is power. Now, another very important thing that's happening. We've got Venus and Pluto in this 4th house of home. So many of you are looking at the past, looking at past relationships. Also, many of you going through big transformational changes. You're maybe learning things about your family, about your past, that are really helping you move into a new chapter in your life. With Venus there, this means that it's important that you feel comfortable in your home. Do something nice in the home. And Venus is your ruler, Libra. And on the 21st of the month, Venus goes retrograde until the 31st of January of 2014. And Venus rules your relationships and your money. So during the retrograde, you're going to be reassessing probably some of your family relationships, or maybe the relationships that are close to you. It's also a good time to look at the balance in your relationships, to look at maybe business contracts, marriage contract. You'll be able to have a new perspective on your relationships. Things slow down. Whenever a planet goes retrograde, there's a slowing down process in that area. So if you meet somebody and you feel as though you're falling in love with them during the retrograde, try to go slowly, because you may find all kinds of different things out about them when Venus goes direct. Things that you might not like quite as much. So it'll be a bit of a reality check. But the great thing about Venus retrograde is that bargains galore in the retail shops. If you can hold off holiday shopping until the 21st of December, you will find the most amazing bargains for a very small amount of money. So that's great about Venus retrograde. And then also on the 22nd of December, the Sun comes and joins Venus and Pluto in this 4th house of home. So very much right now in this month, you're particularly trying to balance the needs and demands of your home, your family, your surroundings, with your career and wanting to expand your career and do something out in the world. This is going to be the challenge of this month in balancing those two. But I do think what's important is taking some quiet time out and making your surroundings beautiful and with that lovely soft feeling that Libra really does need. And of course, we've got this grand cross now being triggered with Mars going into your sign, Libra. We've got this grand cross, which is a very powerful aspect in astrology. Its energies pulling you from yourself, your relationships, your home, your career, lots of directions that I know many of you feel you're being pulled in. And I'll be covering a lot of this in the 2014 predictions for the following year, which will be coming up shortly. And if you'd like me to take a look in more detail at your chart, maybe for this coming year, maybe you'd like to have a reading about that. Or maybe just ask one of my questions, a $25 question about what this year holds in store for you. What are the main themes? And I just want to thank all of you for subscribing, for commenting, for sharing. I really appreciate it. And for so many of you that do get in touch, I really love it. And want to wish you all a very happy holidays. And from my heart, all good things to come to you. Bye for now.